The dream of being able to ski off piste is achievable. And I'm going to show you how. My name's Joe Dunn, aka Ski Dad on the Ski Dad TV YouTube channel, and I'm also a full-time instructor here at Deer Valley. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can use Carv to improve your off-piste skiing. Oh, what I like when I'm skiing off-piste is to be really playful in my skiing, really get to experiment with my tracks down the mountain, where I'm going, but I still want to look good while I'm doing it. The key to off-piste skiing is balance and agility. And that balance comes from your core stability, being able to keep your upper body nice and compact while your feet are doing all those moves, and then your agility allowing you to maneuver and make your way down the hill feeling confident and happy. Before I go off-piste, I like to warm up with some good carving. But that carving is too high of an edge angle for my off-piste skiing. So I like to use the Carv system in monitor mode and monitor my edge angle. And what I'm striving for is to get my edge angle at about 45 degrees each turn, because that's going to translate really well when I'm over in the crud. Let's give it a go.
Edge angle monitor activated. 56, 54, 52, 49, 54, 57, 51, 50.
So now I'm in the 50s.
58, 56.
There we go, that's 47.
46, 48,
Feeling good.
52, 46, 51, 59.
And this is about where I want to be.
51, 56.
This is about where I want to be
47,
when I'm in my turns,
49,
off-piste,
57, 51, 50,
about 45 degrees.
47.
Now that we've calibrated ourselves to be making kind of an appropriate turn for off-piste skiing, one of my favorite ways to work on core stability is to ditch the poles. One of the things I like when I'm skiing with no poles is really just framing my hands, my field of view. I'm trying to stay tight in my core and never losing this pendulum effect. And it's as simple as that. And now that I've got myself dialed in and I'm feeling really good here, now we can move on to some more advanced methods. So now that we've dialed ourselves into a more moderate edge angle turn, we can dive into the stats here and look at that last section we did with no poles and see that I averaged 51 degrees of edge angle, and as we scroll through, I was right on my mark through most of that run at the 45 degrees, and then at the end as it kind of ran out a little flatter, yeah, I increased my edge angle. When I'm trying to ski with more stability through my core, it's a lot easier to do with a lower edge angle. If I'm going for the big angles, I'm gonna get a lot more motion out of my torso, and when you're skiing off-piste, you're really trying to keep that torso tight and pretty much as vertical as you can keep it. Keeping my torso vertical is gonna help me be more reactive when I'm skiing off-piste, okay? Not every turn is gonna be in rhythm, so if I need to react and make a bigger move one way or the other, it's a lot easier to do from a more central, stable body position versus if I was letting my torso, my upper body tip all over the place. Now we're gonna work on the playfulness of skiing off-piste. As we ski down the side of this trail here, I'm gonna practice little hops into each turn, because that skill is really gonna translate well when we get back off-piste. So I'm just trying to do a little hop out of each turn, and I wanna land with my ski already on edge, and have my momentum. So I want to land and connect with the ski so I can change my momentum to the direction I'm going as effortlessly and smoothly as possible. And now let's take a look at the Carv metrics and see how I did. Balance 63, edging 63, rotary 22. Now I know that I'm giving up a lot of rotary because I'm doing a lot of hops into the jumps, and that's really by design. But my pressure at 85, that's great. I'm really happy with that. Still getting great outside ski pressure. Pressure smoothness, 57%, I think that's good. Early weight transfer, 100%, that's probably because I'm jumping. And I like looking at these metrics because they kind of give me a breakdown of what I'm doing. Was I really balanced? Was it good? Or maybe I just had some glow from the chairlift and someone gave me a yoo-hoo and I'm thinking I'm better than I am. Whew. Now the second metric that it's important to look at is obviously the balance metric on Carv. And we have the forward mid balance, and you can see here that I'm at 75% on both. And a really common issue that people have when they're skiing off piste is that they're moving backwards or letting their feet shoot out in front of them. And that's where you get into trouble, you get out of control, and you're not able to make the next move into the next turn. And so I can check out my metrics here and see on that last run, I did pretty good staying in balance for those things. And this is something I really want to key in on, is not necessarily trying to move fore aft a lot as I do in my big long carves, but really staying solid and stable and being just forward enough the whole time to keep myself in control. Another super fun element of off-piste skiing is skiing in the trees. Now in the trees, you need to be agile, quick, anticipate what's in front of you, but most importantly, you gotta have fun in the trees. And looks can be deceiving. This might not look like it's a good tree route. Sometimes you gotta stick your nose in it to find out. All right, here we are. Look at that, a little bit of exploring, and we are in an awesome little tree runnel here. It's gonna be super fun. Powder skiing early season. Oh, it's so good. Woo. One of my favorite parts about skiing off piste is getting yourself into places like this. Just a quiet spot in the woods, and knowing that this is all patrolled terrain here in North America in Deer Valley, where all this terrain, wall to wall, is all patrolled and here for everyone to enjoy. Woo. I've had a ton of fun out here today talking about and showing you how to ski off-piste better. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and keep shredding out there.